What's good? It's your boy Q North Star again. So, once again, um, I don't know if this is a female or male or whatever. Um, you know, I come, since doing the whole YouTube thing in support of Tommy Sotomayor um, and just kind of posting some of the things, my opinions, how I feel. I've been coming across a lot of different type of black people on YouTube. None like the trolls or anything that troll uh, people's pages on YouTube or anything like that. But today, well, actually, this was a conversation that spanned across 2 days. I'm actually looking in my inbox right now. I just decided to stop replying to this person because they were trying to. I'm thinking it's a female, just because the tendencies and trying to force me to um, accept their opinion. Now, their opinion is that white people are the devil, and I proceeded to explain to her that at the end of the day, you can sit there and blame white people for everything wrong in the world today. But the bottom line is, if you want to go that route, you put yourself into a corner when you do that, because what happens when your own people commit or participate in committing those atrocities with the people that you proclaim are the devil. This is why I don't deal with black people of that uh I guess that Nation of Islam or whatever, because she sent me some stuff here, and it has that smell of the Nation of Islam. This is why I don't deal with black people who follow the Arabs' religion. Um, because here's the thing: one, they don't understand Bible prophecy. Two, they don't know who they are. That's the fundamental problem. Most black people don't know who they are, according to the Bible or history. What they've done is they've taken whatever people have told them, or there's been some independent people and they've come up with a plan, just like the Nation of Islam. And you know you don't know who you were before you came here, which is why some black people are so willing to grasp onto anything that makes them feel as though they have some sort of power. Now, this person, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, decided that they were going to call me names, which is why I decided to not reply back to them. Just because I don't subscribe to your white people are the devil, um, you get pissed off and then you proceed to call me a dimwit and dumbass and all this other stuff, and a lame African separatist. No, what I am is a man who judges people according to the truth that is within them, regardless of color. Now, my personal understanding through reading various scriptures, such as Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4, Luke chapter, I believe, 21 and verse 24, Deuteronomy 28 and 68, through these scriptures in the Bible do I understand who I am and why my people, and myself included, are in the positions that we are in, because our ancestors sinned against the God of all creation. That's my personal belief. If you don't agree or you don't subscribe to the Bible, hey, that's fine. I'm not going to force my opinion or my beliefs on you or anyone. That's just not who I am as a person. If you ask me what I believe, I'll tell you. If you don't like it, don't get pissed. You can always just ignore me and walk away, which is what I told this person to do, but it wasn't enough. It all started because I commented on a comment she made on, or just he or she commented on one of Tommy Sotomayor's videos about the mother and the nephew who raped I guess that would be the guy's cousin and the woman's daughter. And she was blaming Tommy for pointing out the bad behavior that black women do. And this is kind of what made me kind of think this person was a woman. Now, what I feel personally is that black women have a hard time taking or being accountable for A, the destruction they cause, B, the destruction they allow to happen. Because what has happened in the black community is we have this no snitching policy. So whenever we see someone doing, especially black, doing something ratchet or outlandish, everyone says shh and goes away. So all these women who say, well, they ain't all. Well, when you see a black woman or a woman of color doing something outlandish, you say absolutely nothing. You go on about your business as if it never actually even happened, though it is happening in real time. Hence, one of the videos Tommy showed with a woman getting tasered in front of her kids, who perpetuated her children to call the security guard gay and other bunch of different slurs and stuff of that nature, when he was simply just trying to do his job. Now, when she was up in his face, being belligerent, as most black women are, the other black women that was there either jumped in or said absolutely nothing. So they consented by silence. They decided that they weren't going to say anything. They weren't going to jump in. They weren't going to say, hey, woman, listen, take your 5 bastard children and go home. Don't do this in front of your children. No one said anything. Then you had some simple Negroes who decided after the woman was tased, now all of a sudden they want to get beefy and thugged out and want to fight the security guard. This is the problem in the imminent destruction of the black community. And I'm going to tell you black people who feel like, well, I'm a good black woman, I'm a good black man. Listen, and I'm putting myself in this also. When we start seeing dumb shit like that, we need to start speaking up and speaking out. We need to stop the bullcrap and stop letting stuff like this escalate. Why? Why does Q say this? Okay, Q will tell you in a third person kind of way. Well, Q believes that if you if more people stand up and speak out against this kind of behavior, it will therefore not encourage people to do this kind of stuff. Now, yeah, it takes a certain amount of balls or ovarian fortitude uh, to do this, because most of these people are wild, crazy, and probably would just, go buck wild on everybody. But here's the thing. If everybody comes against this one individual and says, listen, what you're doing is just dumb. It's ignorant, and you're making yourself look bad in front of your children. If everyone did that, it's impossible for one person to try to fight 100 people or 50 people or 20 people. They may try, but come on, they'll get their behind kicked. The problem is that we see these things, and because we as single children or I should say sons of these single black mothers, we see our mothers probably in our own life act like this, so we don't step up and do anything. Okay, let me move on. Now, because this person didn't like the fact that I was saying, listen, black people need to start taking accountability for themselves. We need to stop blaming white people for everything. Okay, I understand the COINTELPRO. I understand the drugs. I understand the CIA. I understand all that. I've heard the Nixon tapes. I've heard the that other dude, the Kissinger tapes, and the reports and all these documents that the government has leaked out over the years about trying to destroy the black community and ridding the black community of the potential black messiah. I've heard all of that. Now, what are we going to do about it? This is what I was posing to her. Outside of always saying, well, the white man is the devil, the white people are the devil, they do all this evil stuff. Well, listen, you had black people willingly participate in a lot of other black people's destruction. That's just the truth. What are you going to do when you have people like that? When you want to just segregate one race as being the devil, I always say, the devil comes in many shades of color. It's not just white, it's not just black, it's not just yellow, it's not just black purple. It comes in all shades. Evil comes in all shades, and we have to understand that. But trying to label someone so that it, I guess, devalues them and raises you up was her philosophy, or his or her, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't support that belief. And my feeling was, if you don't like my opinion, you can easily stop talking to me. Just like I clearly stopped talking to her. Or him, or her. I don't know. Like I said, I'm strongly believing this is a woman, because she's this person is staunchly against blaming black women for any responsibility that they have to in contributing to the downfall of the black race. Even though statistics show time after time after time after time that majority of children are born out of wedlock to who? Only one race of people in a high number. Okay? Let me flip the tables around. Let's say in a whole different world, in a whole different galaxy, all children were born to single black men. And the children had a high chance of procreating at a very young age, ending up in jail, being killed, committing crimes. And this was vast majority of children that were born to these men. Wouldn't you say, I wonder if all these children being born to single black men is contributing to the destruction that we see in the black community? One would logically ask that question if this was the case. But we're dealing with an ideological person known as the black woman, who doesn't want to take any kind of responsibility or acceptance of responsibility to her part in the contribution of the destruction of the black home and the black family. The only race of people who are willing to say, I will kick my man out the house to keep my welfare benefits. Now, again, I understand there's men out there that ain't worth a damn. And I always say they're probably raised by single black women who aren't worth a damn. Because what they always say, well, the apple don't fall far from the tree. Well, listen, if over 70% of children are born to black women out of wedlock, and only about 23 or 24% of black women are actually married, okay? That should tell you something about what really is the cause of the problem. But again, this person says you shouldn't blame black women. I'm a lame black man because I would rather blame black women. No, I would rather not blame black women. But if I see another brother out there killing people, and I say, yo, brother, why are you killing people? And this brother comes back with, yo, you can't be judging me, brother. You a brother too. Come on, man. You can. How stupid would that sound? But this is black women. Majority of black women. And I'm talking about 90%, maybe 93% of black women think that no matter what they do, they could pull their ass out in public and flash somebody and tell someone kiss my ass and put on their pants and show them their ass and think that they did absolutely nothing wrong with what they just did. Tell me I'm lying. But you can't. You can't tell me that I'm lying. You'd rather just tell me I'm bashing black women, I'm hating on black women, my mother was a black woman. And I've already told people about the story pertaining to my mother. So, you know, black women are not innocent, but yet they will do the most outlandish crap and cry, I'm innocent. Why are you judging me? Don't you understand the white man's oppression? And this is what this person was trying to say. Well, the white man oppresses the black woman as if black men are not oppressed by it. See, this is the thing. Black women are so self-absorbed that they think that they're the only one. They think that somehow they just poof out of magic air and black men have no contribution to them getting here. As if a black dingaling didn't bring them into the world. They just think that somehow, poof, they existed, and they're the mothers of all creation. But this is the problem. This is the dynamic that we have in the black community. We have 93% of black people who aren't really worth a damn, and they are the one who are leading the black community into the concentration camp with the fiery burning furnaces. And the 7% of black people who are worth a damn better start standing up and speaking out. Because if you don't, it's going to be another so-called Nazi Germany. And black people are going to keep getting killed in mass numbers, and no one's going to give a damn. Why? Because they're using the 93% of black people in the black community to demonize the entire community and make us look like worthless animals. Now, most of these people act like animals. If you see their behavior, these women who call themselves queens don't act like queens. They don't. They don't act like queens. There's a very small percentage that do. And those small percentages don't say anything. So you're just as guilty as the 93% who don't do anything. I guess I'm just frustrated to the point of like black women in particular are so sick in the head that they just cannot see their own faults. They can see your fault. They can see, oh, you're a deadbeat, you're this and you're that. But they can't see the fact that they keep sleeping with men who ain't worth a damn. But that's fine. But the men who ain't worth a damn, they should be held to a higher degree. But yet you're queens. But the men should be held to a higher degree. As if the man and the woman shouldn't be held to a higher degree. Because you got men who call themselves kings. You got women, black women who call themselves queens. So, shouldn't they both be held to a high standard? I'm just going to say this one last thing and then I'm going to turn this thing off. I made mention of a picture I saw on Facebook a couple weeks ago or so, a week ago or so, about black women. There was a picture of black women having different color hair and this and that. And on one side they had a white woman, and on the other side they had a black woman. And there were little verbiages that went along with each picture, and they said one is being creative, the other is called ghetto. Um, Listen, black women, you have a different texture of hair. If you have stringy hair and you're putting color and all this crap in it, that's not your real hair. So it's not being creative. Being creative is taking your natural hair and doing designs with it. Or if you want to dye your natural nappy curly hair, that's creative. That's being unique. That's being different. I wouldn't subscribe to dyeing your hair different colors, but as long as it's your real hair, I would be more acceptant of that than you putting a blonde weave or a red auburn color weave in your head. That doesn't look anything like your natural hair. That's not creativity. That's not experimental. That's not being original or being unique. It's looking like a fucking retard. But you get mad at me for saying that. But if I was sitting here with a Ted Koppel weave on, you'd be looking at me like I'm retarded. You'd probably be laughing at me while I'm trying to talk in a serious video. And that's what these black women do. They look like freaking rodeo clowns. They look like retards with hair hats on. And then they try to talk serious. And then they can't stop smacking like they're eating turkey on white bread or something. And they sound ignorant and stupid. And they sound ghetto. I don't understand. So you do dumb stuff, get dumb results, and then you're appalled that dumb things happen. Anyways, I've talked way longer than I wanted to talk on this, but I think what I'm going to call this is, black women can't accept accountability. And again, I'm just trying to do my little part. I'm not trying to, you know, be a YouTube star. I'm just trying to bring things to attention. And hey, my page is my little personal spot where I feel like I can say what I want to say and need to say. So, as usual, leave your comments, whatever, um, you know, dissensions, whatever. All right, peace.